Hey, it's Caleb. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe. Hey everybody, welcome back to your database design series. This video I wanted to talk a little bit more about introduction to keys, although I'm going to go just a bit off topic, and I'm going to talk about indexes. So I don't think we talked much about these in this series yet, but we are going to be talking about an index. Alright, so what's an index? I'm not going to be explaining every single detail of indexes because we're not really talking about indexes in this video, we're talking about keys. So I'm just explaining enough so you understand how this relates to keys. So think of an index. Best example I have is a book. So if I have a really awesome book like physics or something, well, what I can do is I'm like, oh, I want to know about this. I can flip open to the back, right? And I can travel to the index. And I can be like, oh yeah, ooh, that looks nice. Page 7,832. And then I can read about that. Well, that's a lot quicker than being like, oh, I want to know about this. Page 1? Not on there. Page 2? Nope, not there. Not there. Oh, nope, not there. No. Nope. No. And keep going through the entire book until you find it. That'll take forever. Another good example is a phone book. When you go through a phone book, you have everything's alphabetic and it has the data right there. So when you think of an index in a book, it points you to the data, whereas a phone book, it just has the data there. You can be like, oh, I'm going to go to the letter G, find grandma, and call her. Right? That's kind of how an index works, and it's very similar for a database. If we had a table, and it's like a user table, boom, 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 user. And let's say we have 6 billion rows in this. That's a pretty crazy number. And we want to find everybody with the name Caleb. Just Caleb, yeah. We want to find everyone with the name Caleb. Well, without indexes, basically the database is going to go, row 1, does it have the name Caleb? No, it doesn't. Row 2, does it have the name Caleb? No. Row 3, yes it does. We'll put that back in the return statement. And then it goes through every single row within the entire table, which can take ages. So if we give it an index and we order that data in a way that the database knows how to find certain, like it could know exactly where the C's are, well then it can go straight to the C's, grab all the Caleb's, and boom, it's done. It's like super fast. That's kind of how an index works. Well, what's that have to do with keys? Well, when we define a key, it's actually a type of index. That's because keys and indexes are used for select statements, where clauses, and joins. So if I could do something like select everything from users, for example. There's just like a SQL example. I mean, it'll vary from whatever programming, like relational database management system you use. But this is a general example. And then I could say, where, now this is where I specify, holy cow, sorry, dropped the weight, it's holding my books. Anyways, I'm selecting all of the columns, and then I want to select every column where first name has the value Caleb, for example. Well, that's how we would do this. This right here, this whole where thing, well, it's best to have an index for that. Another thing we commonly do are joins, which is basically combining two tables. And I'm not going to go into all the syntax for all that. Basically, if we have a table over here, users, and then a table over here, comments, and we want to generate a new view where we have all of the comments from a user and all of the information about that user, we could have a new generated view, and we can join these statements. And how does it know how to join it? It uses the key, right? So if we have a primary key, and let's say we used username. So the key, I'll draw the key here. the key is username. Well, how would we join it? We would say, I want you to take this table, and then combine all of the rows where the username is Caleb Curry over here, and the username is Caleb Curry over here. So that way it knows all of these comments are from Caleb Curry, which we can assign to that user with the name Caleb Curry. Or you might often see it with like an ID number. So it could be like ID 6. Take all the comments from the user with the ID of 6, join it with the, take all the rows with the user with the ID of 6, join it with all of the rows with the user of ID 6, and it combines them, individual rows for each ID. When we make a primary key, or just a key for now, well, we're defining an index so the database can easily access the order of our data and combine things. So that is how how indexes relate to keys. Key is a type of index. There are all kinds of types of indexes. And we will talk more about that in upcoming videos, but for now, that's really all I gotta say. So yeah, peace out, and check out the next video. See you guys later, bye.